And hello world! Good morning there sa Pilipinas. Welcome na naman tayo to our The Teacher Voice. This is a 45-minute show that aims to give teachers the opportunity to talk on air about their unforgettable journey, yung mga thrilling adventures nila, and share their splendid wisdom to inspire our listeners and viewers. I am Teacher Judy, your host, and my co-host for tonight is Tita Pacita, Teacher Pacita, and Tita Josie Harrison.
Hello.
Hello, there they go. This show aims by the Philippine Las Vegas radio station located in the heart of Las Vegas. This is every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern time. And dyan sa Pilipinas, it's Sunday 10 in the morning. Ninyo ito marinig at makita sa ang aming programa. Okay. Tita, before tayo mag-proceed sa ating program, baka may i-greet kayo ng mga kasama nyo sa trabaho, teachers doon sa Philippines or dito sa mga friends natin.
Well, hello
okay.
to everyone. Gusto ko lang sabihin na yesterday I have a beautiful show kasi meron akong guest na isa ring radio announcer and she was able to give us some updates on the situation sa Pilipinas aftermath nitong mga bagyo natin. So, hello.
Wow.
Thank you for being with us tonight.
Great. Now, Teacher Pacita.
Hi, good evening. Binabati ko ang mga taga Masbate, ng mga kamag-anakan kong teachers, at lahat ng teachers sa Philippines. And I know you're doing your job as best as you can, kaya kapit lang.
Kapit. Kapit. Okay. Ang word mo is kapit. Ako, balikat naman tayo. Okay. Magkabalikat tayo. Doon sa Philippines, Bacolod City, si Tita Judy, si Teacher Judy, isang Bisaya, taga Ilonggo, dyan sa Bacolod, Negros Occidental. So mga kapatid ko dyan, mga family ko dyan, fellow teachers ko, maayo nga aga dira sa inyong nga tanan. Oh! Tita, taga saan kaya Tita Pacita or Teacher Pacita?
I'm from Masbate.
Oh, so ano ang lingwahe doon?
Marami. Bisayang Bicol, Bisayang Cebuano, then Bicol, tapos meron din mga ano na kasi doon, mga immigrants na from Mindanao, kaya ay meron na rin mga nagsasalita ng, I don't know what language you call it. Hindi ko alam.
Oh, okay.
From
Ito ya si Tita Josie. Ewan ko kung taga saan to. Kay mixklado ito.
Wala talaga.
May Amerikano, may
Tagalog talaga. Pero I try to speak Bisaya. Nakakaintindi ako ng kaunti. Pag nagsasalita na kayo, I can relate. Pero hindi pa.
Pinapasol-pasol na lang.
Yeah.
Pasol-pasol.
Just to stay with the topic. That's what she meant.
Yeah, connect the dots. Yeah. Connect the dots.
Okay. So very nice. Ganda, no? Maganda talaga kung you are speaking your dialect ba?
Oh,
dahil gurumo, yun ba? Anong gurumo?
Garagamo.
Ano ba yun, Tita Josie? Ano yun sa Tagalog? Do chicharon ba?
Lumulutong. Malutong.
Galutong-lutong.
At saka, once they hear na nagsalita ka na ng dialect nyo, that brings them back to the Philippines. I think that's very good. Yeah.
No, parang may nostalgic na.
Yes.
Yes. Mga dating. Pero itong ating teacher, mamaya na i-interviewin natin. Alam mo, Tita, Bisaya din.
Bisaya din.
Hindi niya Ilonggo, ha? Pero, pakinggan natin. Teacher Pacita is going to introduce.
Yes.
Okay.
With pleasure. Okay. All right. There's so much to say about this gentleman in interview today. Mabigat siya. Heavyweight.
Mabigat. Mabigat yan.
So, let me start. He is a distinguished educator and lecturer in the Philippines. and in the US, an education practitioner, instructor, and community leader. From elementary to high school, he always graduated with high honors. Can you beat that? And he obtained his bachelor's in education, major in mathematics, with a cum laude honors from the Central Mindanao University as a government and university scholar for 4 years.
Wow.
He holds a PhD in management, specialized in education, from the Lyceum of the Philippines in Batangas. He's also a product of Xavier University as a DOST. I think that's Department of Science and Technology. A scholar with a master in applied mathematical sciences. In addition, he completed the academic requirements for a PhD in applied mathematics from the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines. And as a U.S. government scholar, he took courses for a PhD in mathematics, again, at the prestigious Courant Institute of Mathematical Sciences at NYU Polytechnic School of Engineering in Brooklyn. Now, some of his work and educational experiences include the following. He was a high school principal in Misamis Oriental in the Philippines. He was an adjunct instructor in the Philippines, in the US, in New York especially. He is a well-known resource speaker in the Philippines on topics such as mathematics, robotics, educational technology in various universities in the Philippines. Presently, he teaches in New York City public school system. Now, this gentleman is a multi-awardee. Let me just read a few of his awards.
That I know.
Yep, okay. He was an awardee as a Student Teacher of the Year and received a certificate of proficiency in physics in the Philippines. He has received a plaque of recognition and service from the Association of Filipino Teachers and Educators in America, or AFTEA Incorporated. From the Unified, or the United Federation of Film Educators, that's also in New York, he has received the Most Influential Teacher of the Year award. And from the Association of Film Teachers of America, he has received the Crystal Service Award. Now, presently, he is the president of the Association of Filipino Teachers and Educators in America, or AFTEA, and also the president of the community group called the Balingasag Community of North America, based in New York.
Oh.
Kapwa ko mga guro and other listeners, I am very pleased, I'm honored to introduce our guest interviewee tonight. Please welcome Roger Cuerquez, PhD.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Dr. Roger, good evening. Wow.
Good evening.
Sa inyo lahat.
Ano?
Josie,
Can you greet somebody in there from the Philippines, wherever? It's your turn to greet them.
I would like to greet all the Filipino teachers in the Philippines, abroad, also anywhere, any countries that they were in, and most especially sa mga teachers ko sa Division of Misamis Oriental, where I was there before.
Oh, hindi makalimutan di ba? Yon, ang mga tatak na real na mga teachers. Hindi makalimutan ang mga long time ago na schools nila.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Dr. Roger, mabigat ito na mga bio sketch mo, mga achievements mo. Pero, actually, we're friends naman ni Dr. Roger, and we know him, especially as unified president here
No,
sa
AFTEA. Correction.
I'm
AFTEA.
sorry.
AFTEA.
AFTEA
Yes.
of AFTEA, and we attended actually AFTEA's mga ano nila, di ba? And
Yeah. Happenings
nice.
nila, yeah. That's true.
Very nice, very good organization ng
Yes.
teacher.
Uh-huh.
Pero I think si Tita Josie mayroong question number 1.
Yeah, ang question ko ito. Sa dami ng mga awards and your courses, PhD na ang title mo, naging presidente ng isang samahan, working here in the United States, have you experienced a sort of a discrimination, or maybe some teachers that are not Filipinos that shows more of jealousy, or you know what I'm trying to say? Because I did experience that myself, which I could share later. But right now, have you experienced that, Dr. Cuerquez?
I experienced that, Tita Josie. But in most cases, we'd rather look at the positive side, like understanding them that they don't understand or they don't have the background that we have.
Exactly.
Natin na they also have their own, them and us have also our what we call prejudices. So at that moment, the only thing that we could do is understand their part in their different perspectives. So, and then we have to move on and think positive, because along the way, siguro at that one moment, they have a different outlook or perspective at you, but then eventually they will understand and they will realize.
Exactly. But such a challenge, such a challenge moment, isn't it? Yeah, I did experience that. Thank you for answering that question.
Especially me, because I was teaching at Bed-Stuy area, which is a heavily notorious area in South Brooklyn.
Okay. So you work there sa Brooklyn, your location ngayon. What do you teach, Dr. Roger?
Well, I teach mathematics ever since I started teaching in the public school. I am a hinterland teacher, meaning that I teach in the Philippines in the mountain. There were offers given to me by the university when I graduated my bachelor's degree. However, I have that idealism during college days where you have been a scholar for 4 years, then you have to serve your community for every year that you were a scholar. So I went to the hinterland of our town and teach in the what we call San Juan National High School, which is almost 15 kilometers away from the
city,
from the main town, the municipal town.
Oh my goodness, that's very far.
Indeed, it is.
But during that time, you have the technology already?
No, we don't have that technology. My first classroom was really made out of nipa.
Yeah.
Yes, with the floors are completely dirt.
Right, dirt floor.
Yeah, and then my students sit in the benches while I have my bamboo, yung kawayan na.
Yeah. Kawayan.
Wow. How many years?
I was there for 8 years.
You know what? Ito ang malaking problema talaga sa atin sa Philippines. Despite what they say na, marami na kaming pinatayong buildings. No, I don't think that's really kasi ang daming, yung mga nipahat lang, tapos mga bamboo. Tapos yung dirt floor talaga ang sahig ng building. Pag umulan at humangin, pasok si ulan at hangin sa
grabe, no?
Ganun kahirap sa mga baryo at sa hinterlands. You are right. Ganun talaga kahirap.
But during those times, how many teachers you were there?
We only have around 12 to 13, all of us.
Okay. Is that elementary or high school?
It's a high school. It's a national high school.
Okay. All right. And then you became a principal.
right
Yeah,
away?
3 years after I become a teacher, so teacher
Oh.
1 ang rank as a public school, di ba?
All right.
But yeah,
3 years after I was promoted as a teacher 3 at the same time I was tasked by the superintendent to run the school.
Wow.
Teacher in
wow.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so nice, Doc. Very, very good. Um, Tita Pas at
I have a
Tito Pas.
question. Yeah. So in Misamis Oriental, you were a teacher and then you became a teacher in charge and a principal. How long how long was that? How many years was that did you have to
I
do?
become an administrator. I started teaching in 1995, and in 1999 I become an administrator.
Okay, 4 years later. And how long did you stay as an
As an
admin?
administrator, huh?
Well, 2003 when I moved here, so that was when I had
Okay, about 8 years.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So my question is, you work in the hinterlands, like you described the very dire situation ng ating mga classroom buildings, kuno. And then now you came to the US. Very different ang environment and the kind of children you have and the kind of job you did because you were a boss sa Pilipinas. Pagdating dito, you were a classroom teacher.
I love that question. Go
Now,
ahead,
The
Tita.
question is, did you have to I'm sure you did, make some adjustments? And what sort of adjustments did you make para, you'll be able
Survive, right?
to function well as a teacher dito? Kasi you're expected to do well dito sa US. So,
Oh, nagasmile na si Doctor, oh. Ready to
tell us
answer you.
about yung mga adjustments na ginawa mo. Must have been many.
Yeah. So, teaching in the hinterland is a challenging task. Unang-una, makikita mo yung mga estudyante mo is minsan wala mga pagkain. So, it's the same thing as what we have right here. Some of them are hungry. They have food here, pero sometimes they don't want to eat the food.
They don't like the food. They don't.
Like the food. Sa Pilipinas, makikita mo rin ang pagiging resourceful mo, lalong-lalo na sa hinterland. You have to be resourceful. Do not expect that the government will give everything to you, so you have to do it by yourself. Make some kind of yung mga instructional materials mo kailangan kung wala, then you have to use what is available in the area sa lugar namin. And so ang nakikita kong challenges when I came here is it's really all about yung sa environment natin dito, very cold. You're going to talk to your colleagues, minsan hindi ka maintindihan or minsan you're adjusting.
Yeah, that's true.
Nag-ano ka pa kung anong sinasabi nila because they talk too fast. Tapos, remember, I came from that hinterland. I did not have an experience teaching in the city. So, it's a whole new world for me.
Yeah.
Pero, yung core value mo as a teacher, yung core value mo, yung within the classroom that you are the one managing. So it will play out. Kung how do you manage the classroom? How do you make sure that the student learn? However, you also feel being affectionate and how they feel on that very day. So the same scenario kahit nandun sa lugar kung saan ako nagtuturo and also here. The only difference is the location. But I teach the same subject. Even if I become a principal, I was also teaching physics in that school. So I did not lose the connection of teaching.
Sorry.
So yun ang magandang transition period ko. Many are asking, paano mo nagawa yung transition? Sabi ko, it's a matter of, putting your best effort and pray that it will work out.
That's good.
Pero I have a question. May question ako dyan. Dahil sabi ni Dr. Roger is this na, wherever you came from, okay? From mountain part man of the Philippines, wherever, and then when you came here that time, naka-adjust ka lang man, di ba? Okay, my question is this. Sabi mo, oh, nandito yan eh. Yung skills, mga methodologies, strategies mo na, nandito na yay. Okay, as a teacher. Bakit? Dami pa rin mga teachers that when they come here, hindi makakaya. Ano yun?
Siguro yung perseverance nila. For me, yung persistency and perseverance. Kasi maraming factors na nangyayari sa kanila. One thing, maybe the connection with their family. Each teacher has a different situation. Meron yung bata pa. At that time, I was lucky that I was still young. So I was able to make some adjustment. And sabi ko sa sarili ko, this is it. Wala nang balikan. It's like, okay, no turning back. I have to make or break. Just like they said, if you can leave it here, you can leave it everywhere. So
sabi ka nga perseverance.
Perseverance.
Kulang.
Yes. Perseverance. And of course, one thing that you have to put in mind is really you have to pray.
Wow.
Yeah. You really have to pray in whatever thing.
Din yun ang sabi ni Dr. Reynan, Tita Josie. Nay? Pray lang.
Pray na lang. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you know what? We have the same experience. When I came, 1 month pa lang, sabi ko sarili ko, ba't ba ako napunta rito? Gusto ko na umuwi sa Pilipinas where, you know, I had a nice job sa Pilipinas. Pero sabi ko, wait, I am the adult here. Meron akong mga masters. I should be able to do this. So yun nga, perseverance and then determination.
Right.
At dami kong utang sa Pilipinas bago ako pumunta ng Amerika. Kaya wala pa, saan ko kukunin yung pambayad? So I stuck here.
And I think it is the way you prioritize your own individual needs.
Determination.
Right.
Yeah.
And your mission. I mean, what is your mission? You are a teacher. You are here to educate students.
You were called. You were
called to do this duty.
Yeah,
And I think you are right, Dr. Cuerquez. It is your own determination and your own decision. And you adjust accordingly.
Right.
Yeah.
Mabuti sila, Tita Josie. Mabuti sila pagpunta nila dito. Teacher talaga sila.
Yes.
So while you are talking, parang I feel like to cry. It is because kayo mabuti pa pumunta kayo dito, teacher na. Ako, nagpakaalila muna. You see? Oh, wala nyo ako na-interview eh. Next time, interviewin nyo ako.
Susunod, guys.
Susunod. Okay. But anyway, right. So nagustuhan ko yun. Perseverance. Sige, kaya to. Kaya to. Yun lang, oo. So, I love that value of Dr. Roger na kahit doon sa Philippines, principal na siya.
Yeah. And you know what, Judilyn, the way you said that, you know, you have to do this and now you are in a position that you are proud of because you're somebody right now.
Yeah.
But you know that makes you feel so proud of yourself. And you make that so valuable, those experience. It's something that now you can share to other people.
Absolutely.
Okay, next time ako naman interviewin mo nga Teacher Paset at Tita Josie at saka Dr. Roger.
I have a question kay
kay Roger.
Okay. You know what? I read your bio. And then, ang dami-dami mong academic, your preparations are just so much. Now, what can you tell our teachers sa Pilipinas or other teachers who want to move beyond their bachelor's degree lang I know there are a lot of teachers sa atin na gusto nilang makarating din sa mataas pang ranggo, no? But then, because of some reasons or many reasons, they are not able. Ikaw, you were able to do a lot. What advice or can you explain to us, to them, what they can do in order for them to maybe hindi
accelerate themselves
pantayan, but just move beyond the bachelor's degree, makarating ng master's or something, ganon. Can you advise them? What is your advice for them?
So sa mga teachers kung nasa Pilipinas, for me as a teacher, one before sinabi ko sarili ko, strike while the iron is hot. Meaning,
I love that.
Pagkatapos mo, and you're still young, you still have the energy, then do it. Do your master's immediately. Don't wait na saka na pag I am married or saka na pag nagiging 20, because right there and then I said, I'm not going to waste my time. I may have a 6-month break or 1-year break kasi to ward off yung nag-aaral ka for more than 10 years, pero after that reinvigorate yourself. Go back to the academy, because preparation is really important. It's a key. It's like when you are going into a battle, you should be prepared.
Of course.
So when sa mga teacher who just came into the system sa Pilipinas, don't wait for 2 years, 3 years. Go into a summer school. Start enrolling 1 or 2.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's good. 1 or 2
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's, you start rolling in. Kasi na minsan I pity those teachers, yung mga kasamaan ko, teacher 1, and then I go back sa Pilipinas, sinabi ko, after 17 or 20 years, teacher 1. I'm not saying that, but
we are
I
not
want
saying,
you to
right.
uplift also because you deserve it.
Yes.
Because you deserve it. I mean, a teacher, it could be teacher 1, teacher 2, teacher 3, but then sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, this might be an inspiration to you. When you have the capacity to do it.
Exactly.
Kasi eventually you will be overwhelmed with so many issues in your life.
Exactly.
Marriage, health issues.
Children.
Yes. Children's issues. So, yun ang mapapayo ko sa kanila.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sige, mag-aral na kayo ha. Mag-aral na kayo lahat kayo dyan mga
1 or 2 courses each semester. Each year.
Yeah.
Unti-unti lang, little by little.
Konti-konti. For
And
all you
it
know,
is-
after 3 years, tapos ka na masters eh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it is an individual's mission sa buhay mo, no? Kung gaya ko, no, Dr. Cuerquez, I don't have a bachelor's degree. I only have an associate degree. But when I did that, before I got that, I was married to a military guy. But I want to have education. And I know within my heart na matalino ako. I know that. And so pag ako nagtrabaho na, gaya ng trabaho ko sa bangko, dinadala ko yung mga libro sa bahay, yung mga manual. Ano ba ang bangko? Ano ba ang business ng bangko? That's self-study, and I said, I will be a manager of a bank. And I did it with an associate degree. Kaya it's your own perseverance. Tama ka, doctor.
And you educate yourself.
You educate
Not
yourself.
necessarily going in,
In the formal
Exactly.
education.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
May-
that's why it's very good. Oh, sige, come on. Doc,
Kasi
come on.
may
Doc.
tinatawag kasi tayong vicarious learning. Yung
Correct.
hindi lang nakukuha natin sa formal education,
Sa
pero kung pupunta tayo sa library, municipal library or school library, magbasa lang tayo. And
Right.
then you will learn
Non-stop
what the
learning
world is.
tayo.
How much more ngayon, internet is available, di ba?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah. But then again, Judilyn, I just want to share through my experience. You are all master's degree holders, but I just want to share through my experience. Still, education is a must, which we all know. Because when I was working in the bank, there was an opening for a director of customer service. And I tried to apply for that. With all my experience, they said they will consider my experience. The only thing is, ang mga kalaban ko talaga at that time are master degree and everything. So
Exactly.
it's still very important. It's
Yeah.
still very, in consideration of the position, of course, they will choose the master degree. And I respect that.
Correct.
Kaya in essence, kailangan pa rin natin mag-aral.
Yeah, the diploma is very important.
Yes,
Yeah, the
very,
piece of
very,
paper, very
very,
important.
very. Yeah. So,
Okay, Doc, I know talagang master ka sa mga physics, mathematics. Yun ang masters mo eh. Pero Doc, paano mo ngayon? How are you teaching right now? Like in this time of pandemic, how teachers teach mathematics to our students right now? Paano nyo mapa-bright, mapa-smart ang mga bata ngayon na when we say mathematics, very hard. How, Doc?
Well, maganda nga itong, I'm not saying that it's a blessing in disguise. Lalo-lalo na pag natuturo ka ng math because every day nakikita mo yung government officials putting up figures. So that is enticing you that what are they putting in? Those are numbers, those are graphs. So you can relate that
Oh,
in your
wow!
classroom. So looking at what's going on, okay, ilan na bang cases, ilan na ba ang mga uh, namatay o ilan na bang naka-recover. So you have to show it to them, okay, this is the applications of mathematics in the real world.
Yeah, real data, real world.
Very much real data.
Correct.
So, ako nga, I'm also updating myself. I have a data since March 1. All the data, and I'm updating that every day. Yung ilang cases natin sa Pilipinas at saka sa New York since March 1 up until today.
Oh.
Cases. So I'm putting it down because I wanted to show it to my students that these are real data, these are real facts. Okay, so that's what I'm going to teach them, the implications of mathematics in the real world, so that it would be meaningful to them.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the
Beautiful.
meaning. Yeah, the meaning of mathematics. Kung ano yung tinuturo mo, how are they gonna use it? What use do they have for
Exactly.
that? Diba? Make them see na importante
Make them
ito because
see.
of this and of that. Yung mga percent na yan, yung mga, they should be able to understand those.
To add on, going back to where I teach in the Philippines, I'm not looking at any other data. Tinitingnan ko yung mga number of trees doon sa school namin. Yun ang mga data ko. Ilan kami sa school, ilan ang mga teachers, how many bus or how many jeepney are passing by in that town. Alam natin na sa lugar ko, like siguro mga five vehicles lang dumadaan sa namin because it's really a remote area.
Wow.
The data that I am also presenting to them is the data that is available within the community.
Within the community. Yeah.
Can I ask? Yeah.
Tita Josie, do you have?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a question?
No, I'll let Pacita go ahead and
Okay.
I will go. Okay. Last week, I am very, very struck kasi yung aming interviewee, remember our guest last week, teaches in a
Indigenous
tribal area, right? Itong sa Misamis Oriental na area mo, Dr. Cuerquez, hindi sila tribe or anything, just regular kwan.
Now, one of my students is the son of the chieftain, Higaonon tribe. So it's a mix of...
Again, Higaonon?
Higaonon tribe. There is some tinatawag natin sa Bisaya.
Mga ate.
Hindi sila mga lumad sila na...
lumad.
Yeah.
What is lumad?
Okay.
Those are the people, the original people of that area. Yeah. Mga IPs. Yeah, mga
IPs sila, tita.
Yeah.
So mga how many percent? 50?
That's a big number.
Yeah, but they're already cultured kasi sa Higaonon tribe, nag-aano na rin sila. Hindi sila yung nagde-dress up na rin sila accordingly. Pero the chieftain, minsan in the PTE meeting, he is wearing his original...
Mga costume na.
Dress code. Yeah.
Grabe, no?
And I'm humbled by that because I love them as much as I have the ability to teach their children.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we have 10 minutes left, all right? So, pero I don't want to dismiss this show without asking this because look at the life of Dr. Roger. From humble beginning, pero the smartness is there. Cum laude, kahit na lang cum na lang ang akin, tita. Pero naka-cum laude siya, scholar siya, parang ganun. Nagka-principal, nagpunta dito sa Amerika, hanggang nag-presidente. He is now the president of AFTEA, which is the one of the well-known Teachers Association here in America. Tell us about AFTEA, Doctor.
Well,
the services.
Yes. AFTEA, of course, alam naman natin that it is the Association of Filipino Teachers and Educators in America. Now, it stands with its own philosophy. The philosophy of AFTEA is building lives, building families, and building professions. So, going back to yung strike while the iron is hot, you have to build your lives. So, you have to, not just your own individual life, but also the second thing is you have to build also your family. Create that value
I
system.
know.
Whether nandito tayo sa Amerika or nasa Pilipinas, we still have to strengthen our family core values.
Wow.
And then
I love that.
building the profession. So meaning, so tayo, I mean, we are fortunate because God has given us the grace to come here and experience, but He has a mission to us individually. How are we going to use this experience we have in the US to help our kababayan, especially yung mga teachers natin that also needs help. So that's the reason why in 2015 I affiliated with the PRC. Gumawa ako ng isang tinatawag natin na Hexa Center, which is a PRC accredited
What is PRC?
provider.
What is PRC,
Professional.
Dr. Cuerquez?
The Philippine Regulation Commission.
Regulation.
Okay. Philippine pala yan. Okay.
Yeah,
Philippines.
the role for that as a provider is for us to give yung mga professional development natin sa Pilipinas sa mga teachers. Minsan, way back in 2012, sinabi nila na magagamit ba namin ito sa pag-renew ng aming license. So that's why I applied and was approved as an accredited provider sa PRC. So
Very
yung mga workshop namin is in line with and are accredited with the PRC.
Very good.
Yeah. So that
I
was
love that.
2015 and until present.
Until now. Oh, congratulations, doctor.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah, so it embodies the philosophy, yung sinasabi ko kanina sa philosophy ng AFTEA. So building
Anong
life,
mga projects natin doon sa
building
Philippines?
and building profession. So Pilipinas, we have what we call the Return to Share program, R2S. Yun ang professional development. Pangalawa, yung mayroon kaming project na tinatawag namin na White Cane Day Celebration. It's actually a project giving food or giving
That's
materials
nice.
to the PWDs, persons with disabilities. Especially yung mga PWDs na nasa central school, yung mga bata, they need wheelchairs, they need a cane, they need so what we are supporting them. Meron kaming schools na
nag-adapt sa kanila.
Yes, and then give those materials to them. Kasi many of those, for example, yung mga they needed wheelchair, mahal ang wheelchair sa Pilipinas. They cannot afford. So we identified and then we sent as much as possible donations for them because they are also one of the marginalized sectors of our educational system.
Of course.
Wow, thank you very much. Doctor, before we go, what message you can give to our Filipino teachers back home and even here?
Kahit saan.
So, for us teachers, siguro ang masasabi ko lang, we only live once. We have to do the best that we could so that, do any kindness that you can share to our fellow men. Because,
Salute.
we only live once, and once we depart, the measure of us being a person is not how much wealth we have, how much degrees we have.
How many degrees?
Yes.
Yeah.
What have you done to the least of your
brother?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's my message. Even if in our mission and dedication as a teacher, we have to show that. I will add one thing. yung sinabi ko, as I remember this when I was still in college studying, and it says like, at, para bang we are like a candle, the teachers are like a candle, which fumes
Yung
are
light, yeah.
to give light to everyone.
I know. Thank you.
Exactly.
Doc, thank you, Doc. And then how about
Thank you very
Tita
much
Jo?
also, Ma'am Josie, Ma'am Judilyn, and Ma'am Pacita, and also the PHLV radio. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Oh, yes, Doc. This is the first time, Doc. Maybe mayroon tayong continuation pa dito.
Yeah. Judilyn, I just want to say something. Dr. Cuerquez, you mentioned about wheelchair. I am working with a lion by the name of John Williams, and he is in charge of distributing wheelchair here in Nevada, in the United States. I will talk to him and see if we can deliver or donate wheelchair.
Oh, nandiyan na, Doc. Oh.
Yeah. So I will, please please call Judilyn and get my information, Doc, and we will talk about it.
Oh,
Very good.
what is very good about this program? Yung last week din, di ba? And then we will help also. May mga friends na may mag-help.
Yes.
And this is a venue of bridging those people who are in need that we can help. This show is a venue for helping. Thank you very much, Doctor. And Tita Josie, thank you for the nag-conduit tayo. Okay. Tita Pasit.
Okay. I would just like to commend Dr. Cuerquez for the very noble endeavors ninyo, especially for the PWDs, persons with disabilities. Kasi sa atin sa Pilipinas dati, walang tumutulong sa kanila. Kanya-kanya, pamilya lang nila ang responsible sa kanila. The government noon, wala talaga. Although ngayon, meron ng government programs, di ba? But of course, it's not enough. But what you're doing is really very inspiring at it warms the heart na people care about others.
Yes.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Okay. Tita, sino pang may si Dr. Roger naka-give na siya ng he gave already the quotation while ago.
Yeah.
And then Tita Josie, you have Tita Pasit.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
This is
we have 5 minutes left. Okay.
This is very much related to what we have been talking about, especially yung mga sinasabi ni Dr. Cuerquez. I like this one. This is from Thomas Carlyle. No, this is what he said. Teaching is a matter of getting little fires started. Okay, now. That inspiration that we give to the child, the student that we meet, kahit maliit lang yun, it can grow bigger. Tapos itong na yung ni-start ninyo na project for the persons with disabilities, that's a little fire. It's going to become a big flame by the help of everyone that you encounter with. And like si Josie ngayon, she is promising help for, so you have that little fire started. We will have others contribute to the fire. Siguro pour gasoline into that little fire para maging conflagration siya, lumaki.
Correct.
In order to benefit more people.
Right. Thank you, Tita. Wow, that's beautiful. Tita Josie, you have?
Yes, I went ahead and went to my internet, of course. The best things in life are the people we love, the places we have been, and the memories we have made along the way.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, okay. Ako naman. All right. Never give up on something that you really want. It's difficult to wait, but more difficult to regret.
Oh, yeah. How true.
Right. So thank you very much. Dr. Roger, it's our pleasure in here.
Yeah.
Ang na-interview namin. And we learn a lot. And I think a lot of people or teachers and anybody
Are inspired.
Na-inspired.
Inspired, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes. So thank you very much.
You're
Teacher
welcome.
Jose, thank you.
You're
Teacher
welcome.
Josie, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Nice,
everyone.
nice.
Ma'am Josie.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Ma'am Pacita, thank you very much.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
and we will talk. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Congratulations.